come to work dressed like we're going to a wedding.
Babes, I don't
In
know.
Mulder's drift.
Let's just go to Home Affairs once and do it.
But don't you run the department?
No, I will expedite the process. We don't have
I would just like to recognize you and welcome you to TrendingSA. We're coming to you live on SABC3. We're also streaming live via our website, and that's on TrendingSA.tv. I go by the name of Barbie Sleeves Mulo. Hello, everyone.
a woman.
I'm entire.
As
Please,
I said, a woman.
do you want to tell us what this was about?
So I was on Facebook.
Yeah.
Look at that person says, this is blasphemy. Calm down. And they have all of these cool things that you can put over your face.
I understand how you can do that to your face. It looks so hot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's when you are pretty from the core foundation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
From your foundation and your eyeliner.
Thank you.
Okay, no
to
wigs.
my mom and dad. All right, so with me to scroll through the tea streams is the baddest team. She is a sister with the files. She is incredibly beautiful, ageless, timeless. She is Miss Guli Roberts.
Oh, hi.
Sure.
How much battery life? Like, how many times do you have to charge your battery?
I have a few phones.
Wow.
Yes.
Legs. I think what people don't realize is reverse is happening here.
Benjamin Button
the legs.
disease.
Yo.
Boo, bear, boo. You stop the booze, you start looking 12.
12.
Very simple.
Yeah, we all look 12 at the
Yeah,
start.
12.
Start 12.
Yeah.
On my left, she's our punchline sister, and she's also 12. She's Nina Heiston.
I'm 12 and a half.
Oh.
Hello.
Turning
Gosh.
13 soon.
Oh,
hey?
gosh. No, seriously.
I watched that whole live video. Do you know?
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Why?
can see-
Did it freeze at any point? Because I was worried about the signal.
You can see Nina's talking about money here.
Yes.
You can
You
see
look
in the
really
face, it's
good.
money.
Yeah, thank you.
Your face actually does look 12.
Yeah, that's because I'm 12 and a half.
And further to my right, he's our fun physician. He's not 12, he's 11. It's Musam Domani!
That's how my mommy.
Yeah. Oh, I saw all your videos with your mom and your pops.
Yes,
And your dad doing the gardening.
Yeah.
I had a lot of time.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
week.
That's my granny.
She's what, 96?
96 years old.
That's
I went to go see her
amazing.
yesterday.
That's
She's
so
awesome.
nice. Okay, so listen, so much has happened on the social media street. So the next half an hour, we're going to be scrolling through all of our feeds and unpacking those trending hashtags. Let's get the show started. Nina, what's on your timeline?
So, ubaba gaduduzani.
Hey.
Ubaba gaduduzani.
Hey.
All right, ubaba gaduduzani.
Hey.
All right, it's back on my timelines under the hashtag Zoom My Charges. I'll be unpacking that trend a little bit later
So,
because I
Skuli,
know you want to hear it.
We do.
Yes.
Hey, what files do you have for us, Skuli?
Hashtag 100 things I will never tolerate. This was interesting. It happened this weekend. We will go through it.
I need it. Musa, what's happening on social media today?
Wow, very interesting. Talking hashtag Tiger Brands, that was on the top of my feeds. Again, despite losing 30 million rand since the announcement that some of their products have got listeriosis. Well, another one that was sort of doing its thing is a Pretoria branch that belongs to Tiger Brands. And they also found some traces of the killer bacteria in that warehouse slash factory slash site, whatever you want to call it. And then later on, I'll be checking out hashtag original tweets versus stolen tweets. And that has trended for quite some time, so you'll get to see it too.
Slash Petri dish.
Yeah,
Yeah?
basically.
Yeah.
The Pretoria Petri dish.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so our guest tonight
Wait for it.
brings the razzle to every dazzle, metazzle. He gives us life on social media as the president of clapbacks. And when he's not on social media, he sits in a very serious office as the head of the ANC elections. Which we're going to find out more about tonight, and also go back in time, some of those clapbacks and tweets and memorable moments from our guest tonight, Fikile Mbalu. He's here! He's here! I want to know if he allows anyone else to call him Boo.
Guys, the show has not started yet. Let's be calm.
All right, it's going to be lit. Listen, if you've got any questions for our guest or for any of us, or any comments on anything else that's going on social media, post your comments on all our social media pages. We will find you using the hashtag ZAON3.
Everybody stay shining. I'm trying to get up. They're pulling me down. They're saying my name when I ain't around. Stay shining.
Apparently the aim is not to sweat. So you
Yeah,
Don't even joke, babe. I'm like over
Earring.
40. I can't help it.
I'm not yet. You are still watching Trending SA on SABC3. Hello, everybody. We're also live on our website, TrendingSA.tv. All things online are good and precious, and so we have some Facebook posts for you. So Scootie's going to read them.
Yes. Where are they? Here we go. Right. Ellington Gudzayo move Mavutu Trending SA. Mbalula, yay! Yeah, okay, I guess you're excited. Ompile Aib Madisa says, hey guys, I've been waiting for this Monday. I have a lot of work to do, but guess what? I'm still watching you online. We love you.
Now when people are
Yay!
watching us online.
I love it so much. So listen, if you want us to read any of your posts on the show, all you have to do is go to our social media pages. We are called Trending SA on Facebook and Instagram, and at Trending SA on 3 on Twitter. Hit the follow button, get liking, get retweeting, and use the hashtag TSA3. Now, a lovely hashtag popped up on my timeline.
Tell me, what is it? What is it?
It was really actually quite lovely.
Yeah.
Hashtag we love teachers.
Yay!
We love teachers.
My daughter's a teacher. Say hello to India.
Hello, India. Okay, so this came up on the timeline. Black Twitter decided to go in and celebrate teachers. And you know, there's been so much happening around teachers that has not been so positive. So it's nice to hear this positive spirit coming
How
up
much
on
of a
Twitter.
percentage was it? 33% or was it like
Degrees.
it's like 50%?
Degrees.
Yeah, cum laude.
That's it.
Okay,
I completely agree with you, Lala. This should happen more often.
I know. All right, so tweets came in their droves. They shared pictures, they shared videos, they just shared all the love of their favorite teachers. And some teachers were sharing all of the love that they have for their favorite students and the art of teaching. These are some that I found. Have a look-see. We love teachers. Physics class, grade 11.
Wow.
Oh, they're hugging the teacher.
Physics class grades. Wow.
We love teachers. My hubby, Mnumzane Masango. In times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists.
Jeez.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
But it's
That's
provocative.
No, it's not.
Nobody knows what it means.
Mama_Buitu Refilwe Maponya says, the best teacher in my hometown, collecting medals for her learners who performed well. That actually makes me feel a little bit emotional. That was beautiful. Philipinga says, especially those who do not get any pay, these two lovely engineers teach maths and science on Saturdays.
Wow.
We really do love teachers. Shout out to all the teachers. We'd love to see more of your posts about your favorite teachers. Let's keep the hashtag going. We love teachers! And also tag us, on 3.
Love you, Mrs. Hummel.
Okay, I have to be serious now, guys. Sorry. So, hashtag Zuma charges was the talk of the town. NPA boss Sean Abrams. Is it Abrams or Abrams?
The sheep.
Yeah. Abrahams announced that he has plans to reinstate corruption charges against former SA President Jacob Zuma. Since Duduzani's father stepped down as president, the point of discussion has always been whether he would face the corruption charges that have been looming over his head for years. Guess with the NPA announcement, it's a yes from them. However, Zuma's legal team is not taking the news lying down. They're apparently already in boardrooms planning to challenge the charges relating to the 30 billion... Hear me again? I'm going to say it once again. 30 billion rand government arms deal. This is just a 30 rand arms deal. Just
This one?
35.
Okay.
So clearly in a few months the story should have dilated the crown and we'll be able to help it with its birth. We are still in the trimester stages.
Well, with all the hoo-ha and the legal talk and the allegedly and the supposedlys and the... Back at the Cape Town ranch, DA leader Musi Maimane has been celebrating the news as Musi had been part of the squad of people who have been pursuing the charges against Msholozi being reinstated. So now Maimane was seen in the streets of Kaapstad popping bottles. Do you think it was at Mapsa's birthday?
I think so. I think so.
We celebrate our Jacob Zuma. It's a good day for democrats. Halala! Thank you very much.
All I caught on that video was my money needs some lessons on how to pop things. And we'll say, isn't that public drinking?
I don't know.
True.
But I know.
We'll ask the former minister of policing if that is public drinking. We'll ask him. Okay.
It's so lit. Anyway, so Twitter also had their chance to respond to the NPA announcement, although the reactions were quite mixed. Here are some of the tweets.
Huh?
Ooh, 6 Lucy _ Nico says Zuma charges soon.
Wow.
That's harsh, fam. That's harsh.
It's gonna get shorter.
Then Faith Nonyani says, we will not allow prosecution of Comrade J.G. Zuma while mass murderers such as Evia de Klerk, Adrian Flock, Oppenheimer family continue to live in peace like kings. Hashtag hands off Zuma. Hashtag Zuma charges. Look, I know there's not sound reasoning in that tweet. However, I can understand that kind of reaction 100%. What do you think?
Yeah, no, look, there are bits I agree with. There's some that I don't. I think there were commissions that were set in place that allowed people to come forth, yes, and say A, B, C, D about things, and people got immunity for things. But I think if you are found guilty of a wrong, you must go to prison for said, wrong thing that you've done. And we can't say...
All I always think of is the people. When children are dying in pit latrines, like... That's a problem. That's a very, very big problem. So that's all I think about all the time.
Look, yeah, well, I mean, we could talk about the TRC and it being too soon and not being enough and not enough resocialization till the cows come home.
Appeasement.
But, yeah. There's one last tweet. This is not lost on us. This is from the supposed Duduzane Zuma account. No, I'm lying to you. This is from Reincarnation ZA. Zuma charges, man, he really brought down... He really thought the water was under the bridge. It's a video. Let's check this out.
I've never dodged questions in this parliament. Pay back the money. There's no money that I'm going to be paying back.
I heard on the radio on the way to work today, somebody said, what use would it be for him to be put into prison, right? What people really want is for the truth to come out. So let him have his day in court and let the truth come out. It's not necessarily about punishment necessarily. This is just a view people have out there.
Okay, well, I'm going to show you that supposed Duduzane Zuma account. This is what it says. So Zuma did what the nation asked and resigned. He does not deserve this treatment. He abandoned his family and went to exile to liberate his own people who are today against him. Today I'm referred to as a refugee because of the sacrifices my father did for his people. Hashtag Zuma charges. Okay.
Is that a real thing?
I don't know if that's a real thing.
I don't think that's a real thing.
And that's definitely not a real thing.
Also, would you refer to your dad as Zuma?
Yeah, exactly. And also, if you abandoned your family, how come you helped 21 kids? Just saying.
Sunday, let's move on.
That's a good point.
Let's move on.
Let's move on now.
Sunday was full of lit hashtags and they had me in stitches. Yes. Hashtag 100 things I will never tolerate blew up my timeline as tweets shared things that they are tired of tolerating. Here are some of the tweets that I loved. Utinu Malume Tsepo Wamusudu says hashtag 100 things I will never tolerate. Celebrities who don't follow back but ask for our votes when they're nominated for awards. I've never been nominated for anything, so that's not me. Kosa Babi, hashtag 100 things I will never tolerate. People who open their KFC while I'm hungry in a taxi. Let them flourish. Come on, they're hungry. And then step by step, Popim Kiza says hashtag 100 things I will never tolerate. People who don't understand memes. Yes, she is beautiful. Primrose says hashtag 100 things I will never tolerate. People who force me to choose between Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one. Lucia says hashtag 100 things I will never tolerate. People who keep asking me when I'm getting married or having kids. Do I get married to myself and have kids by my own? Suga.
Sure.
No, it is possible.
Yeah, no, I agree with that last one.
No, she can marry herself and she can have a kid, but, just get in vitro.
I'm just tired of the continual pressure from some people's parents to have children.
Your parents.
Well, maybe
your brother's parents.
No, I think you could probably still get married and have children if you stopped wearing burgundy jackets.
I'm glad.
Now before we wrap up the weekend updates, we really think that this is one story that deserves a mention. She should be our WCW every day. Okay, this past weekend, history was made when news broke of the appointment of Mamokge Tipageng as the new Vice Chancellor of the University of Cape Town. I mean, how do you feel about that? Being somebody who went to UCT.
UCT is in brilliant hands. I mean,
Yes.
when I was there, it was Saunders. I mean, really, Sissy, yes, Sissy, yes, Sissy, girl power.
Let's have a look quickly at what she had to say about her appointment as VC in this clip that she shared on the UCT Twitter page.
Being the top university on the continent is good. Our challenge moving forward is that we're going to have to be the best for Africa as well, and not just the best in Africa. And that's what's going to bring our vision of being inclusive, engaged, and African to life.
Yes! Oh, I love that. I love that.
Excellent.
Africa for all. Ooh, I love it.
Are
So
we gonna go
congratulations. Yeah, let's go
Let's go
study.
study.
You and I.
I also want to study, guys.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
yeah.
I'm tired of
come.
studying. I've studied enough.
You gotta do something when I do a course
I clearly need to take off this jacket because I never
Okay,
get married.
study the ad break. We'll be right back. TrendingSA on Facebook and Instagram and use the hashtag TSA on 3. Non-violence. Okay.
The mic is broken.
What do you need me to say? Even the words fall away as I'm fading into yesterday. 'Cause I'm fading. I'm living my life.
on it. Welcome back. The lituation continues right here on SABC3's TrendingSA. Don't forget that later on the show, Mr. Razmataz Figilimbalula will be sitting right here with us, so post those questions. All right, Musa, over to you now. Let's find out what's happening on social media.
That's right, puppy. We did say that you should post, like, and RT. So before we get into what's trending for the day, I can't see anything, not wearing my glasses. Let's see what y'all are already saying on social media. Yes, that's right. That's a lot. Okay. Lesejo, lots of numbers at TrendingSA on 3. Hashtag we love teachers. The most loving teacher. She's been like a mother to me. Full stop. Love her so much. Lots of green. That's great. Then we've got Majestic_Mo. Trust me to watch TrendingSA on 3 with the lights turned off for some real 3D like experience. Hashtag, that's me in 3D. Sort of. Thanks. And okay, now, yes, I'm such an important doctor, man. All right, a note to all South Africans. Today marks the start of National Water Week, as government is urging the public to conserve water, with various campaigns to be introduced throughout the week. Because we don't want to find the rest of the country becoming like Cape Town, ashy, we need to be savvy with how we use water and moisturize. Yes, that's right. Okay, and let's have a look at those dam levels.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, I appreciate it so much.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Gigs.
Yeah, please, man. You can't take all of our jobs.
No problem.
Man.
No,
Please,
it's fine.
Man.
It's
all
okay.
right. Anyway,
all right.
we are looking at the dam levels right now.
Those dam levels.
And this is the dam level right now. Dam. Right. So this is what it currently looks like. The Western Cape's sitting at 25%. And then the province with the highest amount of water, it seems like it's Gauteng. But it doesn't mean that you must be wasteful. Because in this region here, on the escarpment, and we reach the plateau, you need to do more. You need to do better. 100% is what? What? And if you move on over to the western region of South Africa, here, what you have is a 25%. You want to increase. You want to do this. Can I see you ladies do this? Yes, like this. Good. And then the rest of the country, you can do better. Right, moving on to other hashtags for the day. You know those people that steal tweets and post them as they own on social media? Well, Twitter was calling them out today under the hashtag original tweets versus stolen tweets. And we would like to treat this hashtag like a court case. So please, ladies, please raise all your mugs. Court is in session. Right. Now, we've entered the court of social media, and the plaintiffs are JSM324, and the team are sticking. Listen, people are sick and tired of people stealing their tweets, and he feels that the Twelebs are stealing his tweets because they have more people, more followers, and therefore they'll get more retweets, and he is just the actual brain behind these tweets, and he doesn't like to see the tweets go viral. Take a look at Exhibit A. This tweet by Mr. JSM324 says, if you have sex on a Monday night without a condom, is that considered Monday Night Raw? This is a good tweet, guys. I must say.
I have a question, though.
This is amazing. What's the question, Mama?
What's a condom?
Shololos.
It's a condiment.
Oh, condiment.
That's
tomato sauce.
Yes, that's what's going on. Now, because he is JSM324, probably doesn't have a lot of followers, his tweet didn't get a lot of traction. And that's when a Tweleb by the name of Blackest tweeted the same thing with a typo correction and got a lot more tweets. Take a look at Exhibit B. Same tweet, but it says, if you have sex on a Monday night without a condom, is that Monday Night Raw? Question mark. And you got a lot more retweets.
Well, maybe because I understood what he meant.
Yeah.
No.
I condemn that tweet, man.
Condemn it, babes. Condemn
Are
it.
you free or are you dumb?
That is the truth. Original tweets versus stolen tweets. Accused number 2 was charged with 2 counts of tweet theft. Social media's beloved and only Daniel Marvin. Please thank Daniel.
We love Daniel.
The person that was filing this case against Daniel Marvin was Thabo Mutabi, who also happens to have just 106 followers with Exhibit C. Take a look. Dear vendor people, I'm not saying you were hiding during apartheid, but where were you guys?
Wow.
Then the vulture, the scavenger, Daniel Marvin, accused number 2, allegedly snatched this tweet from poor Thabo Mutabi just because he has 144,000 peeps to help him out with his retweets. And of course, he tweeted the very same thing, and people then decided that they want to drag Daniel. And this person that did was Coco Tando, who said this. But she was also dragged for her own things because she's also part of the people that steal tweets. Babes, glass houses, you know what they say. The tweet was from Miss adrenola. And this is Exhibit D. Trying to love a guy who has been hurt before is one of the hardest things. I've actually come to realize that guys are more sensitive than us girls, especially after they've been hurt. It just takes one girl for them to lose all trust. That's why some end up being trash.
Oh, save us.
I mean, really.
Really?
Last and definitely not least among these defendants was accused number 4, Advocate Barry Rue. He was accused by social media, prosecutors, and of course the DA, not Democrat, the district attorney, for the very same thing under the hashtag original tweets versus stolen tweets. And his crime was not stealing a tweet, but rather stealing a picture collage by Henria CJ7. Exhibit E was such. There's the picture that we have. It says, WTF is going on in Zota. From this to that, people are savage here on these Twitter streets. Beware who did this. Now, then Advocate Barry posted another tweet, but without all those words, and said, Zotwa Wabantu. Look, go bad out here. Next time you post something that isn't yours, please just be aware.
Yeah, guys, but honestly though, I mean, if it's topical, it's topical. Is that really
Or
stealing?
topless and topless.
That was bottom.
The bottom.
Miko.
Yeah, that was bottomless.
That was a bottom
Please don't stress us.
protocol.
Anyway, all those that have been found guilty, you will serve your time in prison. Not the real one though. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Kang, kang. Oh.
Can we hear it again? Hang on, wait. We weren't ready. I'm so tempted to ask to do it right.
One more time.
Okay, one more time. Come on, guys. One more time.
I spilled.
All right, now back to the hashtag that's been the focus of the entire country. Listeriosis. Well, one of the food companies responsible for the outbreak, hashtag Tiger Brands, trended again today, as it turns out that they had to close down a factory in Pretoria because another case of listeria has been detected in their products.
Oh, shame. The woes for Tiger Brands don't seem to end. Now, since the listeriosis broke out, the goods company has reportedly lost millions in sales and the recalling of Polony. 800 million. Who knew that Polony can break the bank? Anyways, apparently there are 2 class act cases against the company, and another whopping 400 million payout is expected to be made to families of the victims who died from the disease. That's quite sad.
Yeah.
Anyways, Twitter still rises, you know, because it happens. I mean, with all the scary stories of people dying from listeriosis, the drama unfolding with the court cases, and more factories closing down, you think that there'd be chill in South Africa? No! Twitter still rises. There's a video that has been making the rounds of a girl who literally lives by the words, throw caution to the wind. Bugelan.
So, sibulela uPoloni intade sayiqala ayikho leyo nto. Ufuna ubona ukuthi ngizofa na. Ufuna ukubona ngizowudla. Ufuna ubona ufuna ndimofaka. Asilethwa ngani isidumbu ya. Sisibone sibeke la sitshengisa ukuthi nangu ufile udla uPoloni mhlawumbe umuntu elele kona mhlawumbe ubeka uPoloni ukubonakala ukuthi ufe ewudla. Qhoma ama message nje. Ngazodlala ngathi ngini. Ziphi zoidumbu zike zingcwatshwa apha. Niqamba ngani.
Where do they bury these cadavers? Where have you ever seen a body and someone accused of dying because of listeriosis?
Of Polony.
What?
Wow. So dark.
That is macabre.
I'm just shocked at how she cut that Polony. You can see she's used to using a knife. I mean, she was just like, one go, wow.
Okay,
babes.
so
Well, why
maybe
are people not taking it seriously though? Okay, it's just one of those.
You
It's
answer
because
that
of
question.
the word, listeriosis. It's just, you can't take it seriously.
I think it's just a
Mysterious. It's not. Don't do that to yourself. Be careful out there, peeps.
A friend of mine had listeriosis, a real thing. Like, I know someone.
From the circus?
From Pretoria. That got listeriosis.
Wow.
We're going to take a quick break on that note. Awkward. Philip Malula joins us when we return. It's a true story. focus because we are still here on TrendingSA on SABC3. If you've just joined us, you are just in time. This is the song that he has chosen, our guest for tonight. Now, you all deemed him as Minister of Twitter. We may have said it right here on this table because he's just so lit. Off the back of hanging up his boots as MP, he joins us today to tell us what being head of elections really means. Before we all got to know this woke individual of political persuasion, Ndati Mbalula started out as the president of the Botshabelo Youth Congress back in his hometown. Then he rose through the ANC ranks to the ANC Youth League Secretary General and then became president of the Youth League a little bit later on. In 2010, he was appointed as sports minister, where he promised to bring Beyonce to the country.
Beyonce!
I mean,
Beyonce!
So we're going to ask him about that and a whole lot more, ladies and gentlemen. Ndati Mbalula. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. First of all, welcome to our show. Thank you for taking the invitation.
Yeah.
It's really wonderful to have you here. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, growing up in Botshabelo, what was that like? What was young Fikile April Mbalula?
Wait. Fikile next month Mbalula.
What was growing up in the Free State like for you?
Well, I don't know how it was because I never enjoyed part of it because it has been politics and politics all the way, which robbed me of my childhood and my youth. So it was not nice. So and do all the good things that you do when you are youth. And so it was pretty tough, but at the end, worth it.
Yeah. Do you remember the moment when you became politicized, when you kind of switched on that switch?
I cannot remember the day and the time. It just happened.
Yeah.
And then once I was in, there was no turning back. Yeah. And that was it. I still want the person who knows when he was recruited and when he decided to join. Because the moment you are in jail. So you come out there, you are highly politicized and conscientized. So that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But besides Ufunu Jola, what do you want to do as a career before you joined politics? You got into politics.
Well, what was before us would teacher, because our teachers were our role models. Because this thing of being a doctor and everything else was far away.
Yeah.
And that is why when we talk black excellence, it's about undermining inferiority complex. Black excellence is not about swart gafar. It's about doing things that were preserved for others and that blacks dare not get into that space. We talk actuaries today. We talk scientists. We've got young people who, not continents, planets are named after them from the Republic. What else do you want? We've got Rabada, #1 bowling star. Now we're facing the ban. What else can you ask for? Tumamina.
So let's talk about your positions within the political space. What was your favorite ministerial posting?
Police.
Police?
Yes.
Why?
It's most difficult and a lot of backstabbers. And the most dangerous people, and I like that. And I like, kicking butt and making South Africa safe. And I enjoyed it, to chase criminals and everybody who's doing the wrong things. And including what you asked me to explain with that bottle of champagne toting.
Yes. So earlier on, we showed a little clip of Musi Maimane.
and Bobby said that is public drinking.
No, okay.
Bobby said it.
He was opening up the champagne, and we all posed the question: is that public drinking?
No, that is public indecency.
Yes. Let me sip on my
As a phallic symbol, Nyansi.
Yeah, that Muruti will fight with me. We've been fighting over this drinking business in public this past day when he was celebrating, but now, nonetheless.
I have two questions. I mean, where does this personality, I mean, you know that you've been called fear F all, you know, where does that come from? What is that born of? And has it got you into trouble?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, fear folk all means...
Former minister, we're not allowed to say that word. That's why I said F all. But continue with respect.
So you don't fear for our jobs?
No.
We still need our jobs.
Okay, let's go then.
Okay.
Which one? Mbawizi?
All of those things. Mbawizi?
No, it didn't, except for those people who thought that old age crisis catching up with me. But, you know, it is something that came with the territory. When I was in sports, it was sports and recreation. And so it was not an old age home. You take somebody who's going to sleep on sports and rec, then it won't tick. So I had to resonate with the mass of sport, but recreate, you know, do things.
Yeah.
And that will make, because sport is about feeding happiness to the nation. So that it's not about sitting there and then thinking, where will I get the budget? Of course, if you want money in sports, you won't get it. There's no money in government. So I had to be everywhere, but over and above, focus on the business of what needs to be done, but imbue the nation with the RDP of the soul.
But let's bring your tenure as Minister of Police into question, because we've read that actually puts some strain on your family life as well. Is this true?
Yeah, of course it does, because...
How so?
No, the threat goes up. And then it is things that you do that affect your security, and your life changes drastically.
Yeah.
And your security detail changes. And you get guarded, you choose spaces where you go to. And I had to rationalize on what I used to do.
I mean, can we also talk about the look on your face? You know, it's a very serious question. What were you thinking here?
I don't know.
She is absolutely beautiful.
But you look like you enjoy what you do. You enjoy this public space. You enjoy being, you know, a servant to the nation. Is that a correct gauge of you from the outside?
Look, I believe in one thing. I say that you can't be Minister of Sports and you are not known. And kids, when they are asked questions, who's the Minister of Sports? They say, Langalibalele. Who? They don't know. You see, then you are in the wrong space, because sports is about the people. If you are with your girlfriend or your wife, you have run out of a topic, the best thing to talk about that is understood by everyone, let's talk about Steve Gompela, you know. Then there is a topic, date goes. And then when you talk about the police, it's about life.
Yeah.
Women have been raped, criminals are running amok. You are almost in the public space in their thoughts all the time. And for the first time, I saw in the movies my name coming up, will report you to Mbalula, you know. It's because of the police. So you can't be in those positions and you behave like you're Minister of Water and Sanitation. Of course, you know, because if you deal with water and sanitation, except if there is drought, then you become popular because there is drought. But half of the time, if all of us, Nomvula will kill me for this. Okay, sorry, Mama, actually, it's not about you. But I'm saying that you are a minister of what, environment, or you are a minister of what? You are known for that crisis and it's gone. But
what
police,
about
you are literally...
and fisheries?
Huh?
What about forestry and fisheries?
Lick my cup.
Yeah, forestry. Or we think about you when we talk about fish quotas. You know,
it's not right.
We start to think about, hey, there is this, you know, and then energy. Oh, there is nuclear. You don't even know about nuclear. Hey, we don't want nuclear. Who's the minister? Who's the minister, Mahlobo? Minister of Police, Peggy Tele. You know that guy like nobody's business. I saw some other guy in the ghetto, who's actually guarding cars, saying that, now we're being arrested left and right. Look, you are Minister of Police, you are just there. It's like that. So you can't be in those ministries and you are fast asleep.
Exactly.
Can't be.
Must be here.
Of course, it comes with the territory, where you are, and people love this, and crime affects us badly.
Yeah.
So.
But you really took Twitter and you made it your own, right? I mean, you had a little bit of a moment here with our very own Musa.
Yes, you did. I don't know if you remember this, but Regal Global had tweeted something once. Let's take a look at this tweet. The tweet was, please send a shout out to me. And this was, of course, in connection with you doing an interview. You then responded and said, I was doing an interview with Vuyo Mboko and Kathy Mushalana. Not Musa and Akumzi, please. Now, this tweet has been found after it was deleted. It has been found. And of course, you've said many other things, like very jaw-dropping statements. Some that you mentioned a little bit earlier on as well. Let's take a look.
Wherever criminals congest and come together, we must unsettle them. We must squeeze them. If they've got roads, we must crush them.
Straight
like this, like we must crash them. So what I want to know is this a persona? Is this something that you sit and say, right, I must go be like this? Or is this who you really are?
No, this is who I'm really, this is me. It's not like I rehearse. I speak about crime, and then crime need fighters. So I've got to mobilize society and...
fighters, you say?
Yes, needs fighters, not the other group. Real fighters.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can't then appear to be like it is business as usual when women on Twitter have been coming to me solving their cases literally on Twitter. It was like I'm in a police station. My DM flooded. I opened it up to our people to report their cases, and thanks to those cops who when I elevated those cases to their high level in the police, they responded. Many people were brought to book, guys, and so on. And so that's who I am. No fake, no plastic. Mbawizi Razmataz.
Yes.
Fear for all.
Oh, yes. We were fearing what you're going to say next. Don't say. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm so blown away by your shirt. It's really quite remarkable. Do you have a stylist?
No, I don't have a stylist.
Okay.
Yeah, I just have a good eye. I know my combination.
Razmataz.
Yeah, Razmataz.
Okay, on a more serious note, just with regards to the Twitter, I see that you've been deleting tweets, you're doing a little bit more of a taking a more serious turn. Are you going to be more Mr. Nice Guy, or are we going to look forward to some more clapbacks from you on social media?
It depends how I wake up, You come to me. You come to me the way, people want to sometimes rubbish what you do, whatever. So I react. I clap back one way, no return. So that's it. I get used to that because people didn't understand. They say, what kind of a minister are you? How do you talk to people like that? So President Mbeki once taught us something, and they were criticizing him. Why do you always in a suit and tie? When you campaign in the backyards, he says, this is who I am, suit and tie all the way. Right. If they love me, they will love me with my suit and tie, and they will get used to it. And we got used to those Hugo Boss suits, and then we forgot about being fake during the election and so on. You start to wear overalls, which we know is not your thing, but we got used to him because that's who he was. So I've learned something. If you are what you are, stay what you are, people get used to who you are.
Be true to yourself.
Be true to yourself, yeah.
But you were campaigning against Ulanduza Utatu Ramaphosa, and now you're working with him. How does that work?
No, it is the nature of it. In politics, in the ANC, that's how it happens.
No bad blood.
No bad blood. He's my president, and we're in the same organization. So I support him, and I will support him till the end. a membership of the ANC have asked us to work together, and I respect that. So there's no bad blood. It can only be him who messed me up, but...
tell us about this... sorry, Budam, tell us about this tweet.
Sorry.
Busy supporting the EFF. What was going on? The ANC president Cyril Ramaphosa.
No, you know these hashtags. I pressed that thing by mistake. and then Julius catch this thing. And then I said, damn. Because, you know, when you press register to vote ANC there, I press... and then when I come back, he had already put it there. He said, we agree, comrade. And so on. And I decided, what should I do? Ignore, erase. Let me just, you know.
Yeah.
And then I started to say, no, man, it was a mistake. And then that was it. Yeah.
It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Balula, we have some questions from social media for you. And we also want to know what happened to Beyonce. But we're going to ask that after this break on Trending SA on SABC3.
All this time as the chief of police.
That's gonna be good night. That's gonna be good night.
There he is, our guest tonight on Trending SA, Mr. Fikile Mbalula. All right, so we have some questions from all of you that have come through on our social media using the hashtag #on3. Let's have a look at a fan question. Skatla Gamaga Ona, Minister of Twitter. He must tell us why he blocked me and other few thousands of people. Hey, Fresh Prince of V-Town is representing the masses. You just block and block and block. When are you unblocking people?
He must account why I blocked him.
Why did you block? Why did you block him?
Always account.
No, but there will be an amnesty. It's coming. You will be unblocked, guys. First, you must confess all your sins. Why did you deserve the block? The truth and reconciliation.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
And then another
TRC.
question that
Twitter
came in
and conciliation.
over and over and over about this Beyonce question. We waited.
I think you're the only one who wants to
No,
okay, sorry.
no,
She's on
Beyonce.
tour right now. Shh, 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 shh. Carry on.
Carry on.
You want Beyonce?
Yes, man.
No, I decided to undertake that mission after government retirement. So Beyonce is coming.
Okay.
The one from America, ne?
The one from America,
Okay.
not you.
Shololo. Be nice to me. You blocked me 4 years ago. Be nice to me.
And then quickly, our show
I'm a
is
grandmother.
over. Is our show over? Do we have more time?
No, I want to just tell. Okay, now tell
Go
the
ahead,
story.
go ahead.
Remember, there was this time that I spoke to you for 40
It wasn't
minutes.
him.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure it was you. I spoke to you for 40 minutes at a bar somewhere in Johannesburg. Are you sure it wasn't you?
No, it wasn't me at all. Yeah, you were speaking to somebody who looked like me.
Oh.
You know, Razzmatazz is about people changing their own image to look like me.
Oh, my.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get
And
it.
for that, they call me a narcissist.
Wow.
Whereas I'm not. People love Razzmatazz Mbawizi.
Yeah.
Straight up. On that note, Razzmatazz Mbawizi, thank you very much for being here tonight. You can follow him at Mbalula Fikile
If you're
on
not blocked.
Twitter if you're not blocked. And he says, Beyonce one day will come. Listen, catch us again tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. on Trending SA live on SABC3, where the stage is yours. Good night, everyone.
Staring.